What's up? What's going on, everybody? Hey, forgive my voice, but fuck, I am sick. But we're here. We're here. Market's up 8. Time to go to work. Let's do this. All right. Let me run that across the screen. Join the channel if you want to access perks. We do special live broadcasts. We do trainings. It's like $5, dude. Not too much. All right, let's let everybody in the room. Let's get to work. Man, yesterday was, from a trading standpoint, yesterday was powerful. I didn't feel good. A lot happened to me. You guys know I'm not going to go into details, but shit, a tornado, again, wrongful indictment got dismissed, and a house fire all in the same week, and it was my birthday. I mean, what the fuck, dude? It's crazy. All right. Everybody's going to be coming in the room in a minute. Market's up 8. Let's get everything set up. We got 4 minutes. Ready to rock and roll. Yesterday was a good day. Trading. It was a good day, right? Friday, September the 13th. September the 13th. So, as people scroll into the room, we have these consumer sentiment prelim. Not a big deal. It's an orange item, so the impact is moderate. Shouldn't mess with us. We should be good. We should be good. Let me just kind of pull everything. So I got multiple screens that I'm looking at here. All right. We got about 3 minutes. Let me look at the futures. Just take a look at the futures, man. It's hard for me to talk. I've been talking so much, man. I'm sick, dude. I did a video this morning and shit, I sounded whack. Okay, let's look here. Silver's up big, 3%. Russell 2000's up nice, 1%. Dow Jones up a little bit. Gold's up, right? Gold's looking nice. Just kind of bring it over here really quick and pop it on. Let's look at gold. Gold's been just banging. Look at that. Broke to a new high yesterday. What the fuck, dude? Gold. Look at that. We broke to a high. Following through nicely. Had that beautiful squeeze. So gold is just popping. Oil, stack moving average to downside. We have bearish. So bears are in control. Not doing too much. We need to get back up, though. This looks just like Ethereum, right? And Coinbase. Oil looks just like Ethereum and Coinbase. Dow Jones up 85, S&P up 11, Nasdaq's down. Down a little. We are back above that 34. So we'll see what happens today. Should be interesting. So let me bring this screen back over here. And at least we're green, right? All right. We're good. We are good. Whoo! Yesterday, boy, insane. I'm really pumped. Really pumped about today also. Right? Every day is different. That's why I like trading the S&P. That's all we trade, right? S&P 500. Day trade. I mean, that's not all I trade. No. That's all I day trade. Been focusing on the S&P 500 for 5 years. Just this. One instrument. I believe that if you're going to be very successful day trading, pick one instrument and just get great at it. That's what we do with the S&P 500. So, anyway, we'll see what happens. All right, phone ready to rock. Have people join us here. And I may not know a couple people are out today. It's Friday. Who don't want to lose money? But I'm pumped up. Pumped up. All right. 30 seconds. Somebody at? What the fuck? All right. Yeah, man. 15. Here we go. Wow, that's a big ass nasty candle right before the market opens. See what we got here. Fuck's everybody at? Bam, bam, bam. Here we go. All right. Let's see what we got. Market is opening up flat. I don't know if people are WebEx is having problems. I don't know. Kind of weird. Normally everybody's in here already. Let's see what we got, my friends. There he is. What's up, John?
Good morning, Jeff.
Man, what's up? I was wondering where everybody was at.
I know I didn't have any trouble getting in, so I just was running a little behind.
It's all good. It's all good. Let me tell you something, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna call it a lottery ticket. I'll give it a good name, but I traded in the afternoon and I got out at around a 70-something%, but that would have been over a 200% gain. 200%. I mean, and what you said the other day about 11 cents to $6, I mean, oh my goodness gracious. So we're going to have a lot to talk about here today because I am going to make that a big part of my strategy. A big part.
But that was a huge move on that day, though, from bottom to top. So
yeah, well, yesterday wasn't that huge a move, and it still did really big. When I got out, it hadn't moved much at all.
Right, and I used to trade with somebody who would do nickel lotteries first thing in the morning.
Oh, nice.
So, but I actually printed out some things. I had the chart, but I couldn't get it back up. But it was actually, I got it at 11 cents. It topped out at $6. I sold it for like $5-6 gain because it was wobbling around. I went back and looked later and kicked myself.
Wow, that's insane. That's insane. Well, it's gonna be a good one today. I'm really pumped. So
okay, have a good one.
All right, brother. All right, Brandon, what's up? I know Jeff's not going to be here, guys. His wife is having a procedure. He won't be here, and I'm pretty sure people kind of scraggle out. But here we go. We're really gonna step this bad boy up. Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna show you all that trade I did yesterday too. It's pretty easy. Pretty easy. Here we go. I will be looking to go long. This is more, again, advanced entry, guys. This is advanced. No basic, no nothing. So we're going to have multiple things going on here today. So I'm going to be looking at the probably the 62s. I think I'm going to look at the 62s. Actually, no, I'm going to look at the 6250s. 6250s. Okay, that's fine, dude. I keep getting this damn message that Brandon's not logged in. Who gives a shit, dude? All right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let me mark this key level up here. 13. 13 flat. Make it purple. That's where I'm looking to go. Why did I say 13? Hang on. Not 13. There we go. About 13, 20, 25-ish. All right. Remember, this is going to be our opening setup. Ticks are popping. Everything looks good. See if we can get some juice to the upside. All right. Just trying to zoom in. Everybody can see. Here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's get ready. Remember, advanced entry. We're going to have multiple things going on today. So we're going to start off nice and calm, right? Nice and calm. Get this bad boy rolling. Not yet. Mark that key level 1325. There we go. All right. What's going on, Dr. Al? Just remember, guys, we're going to have multiple things. Setup number one. This is our advanced entry technique. Looking for a little quick pop. Usually don't get much action. Watch out for the hey. Watch out for the fake outs. Fake outs, traps, all that stuff that they like to do to us. All right, so we're coming in here and just read the information, right? I'm telling y'all, yesterday that option went from 41 cents to over $1.80. Like, it was over 200%. Crazy. I'm going to show it to you later. Exactly what I did. All right, so again, I'm just watching this. Not strong enough. Again, I'm looking at the 1 minute for our entry, right? See how we finish here. I'm going to zoom in. Again, I'm looking at the 1 minute to try to get an idea of the 3. I am looking at the 6250s. Market's up 11. All right. And you can see some sellers up here. No problem. No problem. Oh, man, I'm pumped, though. I'll tell you what, yesterday and then what John was saying about that option the other day, oh, my God, that just, bam. You're trying to make a couple $100 a day. You should be able to do it. You should be able to do it, man. All right, not yet. I'm still looking for a pop. It's not really happening. We did close above our key level of 1325. I'm going to go ahead and erase it. Software draws it. I don't like to double it up, but if you don't want to draw it, that's fine. The software will draw it for you. It's in the members area. Make sure you get it. So I am willing to do a setup number 2. All right. So I'm looking for that setup number 2 on the advanced methodology. We have the basic methodology, the advanced. Yesterday we called it a lottery ticket, but I don't think I'm going to call it a lottery ticket because a lottery ticket implies that, you know, it's just kind of 50-50. Well, it's not. It's actually not. It's better than 50-50. All right, we're looking for setup number 2. We want to see if this key level holds or if this turns out to be a trap. We got to trade good, right? Trade good, especially here on Friday. Last thing we want to do is stupid, right? All right. So I'm looking for setup number 2, right? That break and retest. All you got to do is you can memorize, have written down, but just have your rules written down and you're fine. Setup 2. That's what I'm looking for. We do have an orange item at 9, but it's orange, so moderate impact shouldn't affect us. Ticks are positive. All right. So again, buyers right now are in control. Buying more buying pressure than selling pressure. VIX is shrinking. That's the correlation you want. So I would like to, I'm watching this candle for that number 2 setup to go long. That's what I want. It's going to close in a minute. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line right there. Make it black. All right. So this is going to be, oh no. All right. It's got 5 seconds to close. Bam. I like it. All right. So we got us a setup number 2. Mark that. Bam. All right. So here we go. I'm looking to go long with the signal. I love this. This is our setup 2. So I want to see it pop up through my line. Again, we have our private WebEx. If you don't know what I'm doing, just type it in the WebEx, right? Ask your question because I'm just trading. I got all the rules in the course, but I'll be glad to answer your questions. Just type it in our private WebEx if you need anything, right? Charles, he's posting in the WhatsApp group. He's already posted his pivots, which is right here, his bias up pivot, right? He's posted his thoughts about the first 15 minutes. So again, Charles is posted in the WhatsApp group. If you have any questions, though, about my system, type it in here, okay? Here. Our WebEx. This is a live WebEx. You know, you guys are students of the school, so it is, you know, y'all got it, right? Nobody else does. Nobody else does. And that is, I am going to show y'all that trade I did yesterday. That was fucking crazy. Crazy. So yeah, we're just looking for this pop, right? Bam, pop up through there. Remember, guys, I got sick too, man. And coughing up crap. Gotta hold this key area. Right now, there's absolutely no juice, but I'm not worried about that. We got plenty of opportunity. Just watching. Watching how we hold this line. This key area right here is important. There we go. So, yep, coming back in. All right, they came right down here. Buyers, push it up. That's good. Still trapped inside the middle of this range. No problem. The issue is it's running out of time. So let's do this. Let's just let's back off. We're going to wait to the 15 minutes. So let's start marking some levels. So I'm going to double up on this level down here. .05. I'll go ahead and do the VIX up here. It's still got about 2.5 minutes, but we should be good. Y'all want to see the trade I did yesterday? Look at this right here. This was in the afternoon. So in the afternoon, I marked this level and I marked this level. And as you can see, I marked here and here. I went long. And that move right there, that option went from 41 cents to over $1.80. It was so easy. What's up, Marky Mark? What's up? It says Mark isn't authorized or signed in. I don't understand. What's going on, brother?
I love stories like that, man. Nice.
Bro, it went from 41 cents to over $1.80. It was crazy. And guys, it was so easy. Like, and I'm not going to call it, like I said, I'm not going to call it a lottery ticket, but this is going to be a very, very big part of my plan going forward. I mean, I am blown away at what is possible. So we're gonna do it. I mean, that's gonna be again. Yesterday we said it was a lottery ticket, but I ain't gonna call it a lottery ticket. All right, things are moving up. That's good. Successfully held that area, no problem. In a minute, I'm gonna mark the 15 minutes, and we can kind of go from there, right? I think what I decided is on the basic entry, I think I'm going to wait 30 minutes to do the basic entry. Because you need it to move, right? We need it to move. So I'll be focusing on the advanced. For the first 30 minutes, I'm focused on the advanced entry technique. I'm going to call a lottery ticket until I change its name. But the lottery ticket and the basic, we have to wait for 30 minutes. It just doesn't run a lot. You know, between the 15 minute and the 30, I don't think it runs enough. But, all right, I'm going to be looking to go long. Let's zoom in. Okay, cool. I think I'm, yeah, the 6250s. Actually, I'm going to go the 63s. I've changed my mind. 63s. Yeah, 63s. I'm just watching here, right? Fucking dying, dude. So that's where we're at. Setup number 1, do the upside. Advanced. I'm not doing the basic until 30 minutes. I'm not doing the lottery ticket until 30 minutes. I got some rules, though. Don't worry. We're good. Yeah, it was getting a little bit. It's just too iffy. I'm going to stick with the 63s. I'm comfortable with those, right? I'm looking for that 60 cents to $1, but I like to start looking at it when it's around that 60 cents because usually that falls in the range that I like. All right, let's watch over here in the 1 minute. We're just watching this action. I'm looking for my advanced entry. I'm going to draw a line. I'm not getting in yet. This is only because I need it as a reference. It helps me. But we are right now. Where bias is going up, okay? We're focused to the upside. Remember, the VIX will tell you the direction the market wants to go. We have plenty of opportunities. We do not, especially with this new one. It's almost like we're going to take a trade. We'll take a trade almost every day. Like, I'd be very surprised if we didn't, actually. Very surprised. It'll blow my mind. So that new entry technique is money in the bank. Because if you're wrong, not a big deal. But if you're right, it's like a home run. It's like a home run. I mean, the other day, that one option John said went from 11 cents to over $6. 11 cents to $6? What the fuck? You can make so much money off that, guys. I'm liking, okay, so I'm watching this. Oh, shit. Oh, stop going up, you little motherfucker. All right, I'm going to be looking at, all right, so I'm going to be looking to go long with the pop up through 23. That's where I'm looking to go long. Pop up through 23. Oh, look at that shit. All right, remember, we're just looking for some momentum. There we go. Got to happen quick, though. All right, I'm looking for that pop up through there to go long. I'm not liking. I like to have it explode. All right, not yet. Oh, I was about to pull the trigger. Oh, man. I'm going to pull it right there. Oh, it didn't fill. Son of a bitch. All right. Ah, fuck. So I missed it. Active trader was fucked up. But if you're in the trade, you're in the trade. It was valid. What the hell just happened? Hang on a second. All right. So again, if you're in it, just manage it. I got to do something real quick. What the fuck just happened? I'm trying to get rid of some of these fucking orders. What the fuck just happened? There we go. Jeez. Maybe that's why it rejected the other day. All right, so I'm just going to have to reset. I had a problem with my platform. I was going to pull the trigger, though. I liked it. It's probably going to work out, too. Shit. All right, let me kind of reset my brain. All right, so since the platform gave me problems, I'm going to be waiting for setup number 2. Not really sure what happened there. It was a late pop, though. The market does want to go up. Yeah, I mean, you want to be to the long side. Fuck. Platform screwed me, man. I went to get in and it just screwed me. 81 cents. Okay. Yes, I mean, it's looking good. I mean, I'm not in it, though. I actually hit the button to get in it. But my platform, I don't even know what the fuck happened. I don't think I had auto send on. Now I'm looking for setup number 2 to the upside. So now setup 2 didn't happen. Setup 3. Okay, I'm looking for that test of the key level 19. I'm looking for it to pull back and activate that key level. But right now, bias is up. But here pretty soon, when the 30-minute range sets up, it's going to get crazy. Especially if it happened. And yesterday, I put the trade on in the afternoon. I haven't decided, but I think, I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do. I don't want to be staring at the screen all day. There you go. There you go. I don't want to be staring at the screen all day. There you go. There you go. Come on. Get up. Get up. Shit. Get up, motherfucker. Fucking dying here. No juice right now. There's not a lot of follow through, but again, all blazing to the upside. All blazing to the upside. But I'm looking for it to come back. I can't get in right now unless we come back and activate that key level. But here pretty soon, what I do want you to do is I'm going to go ahead and erase this level here. Okay. Again, 05 is going to end up being our 30-minute low because I don't think it's going to go down. At least that far. Okay. This is the only problem about the first 15 minutes. It usually doesn't run. You just got to kind of get more of a quick trade. I'll be honest with you. Between 15 and 30 minutes, I'm only looking for 2 points to 5 points. That's it. So if it moves up 2 points, I'm jumping out. If it goes 5 points, I'm jumping out altogether, right? That's all I look for. 15 minutes to 30 minutes, 2 to 5 points. I don't want to push it beyond that. Once it's 30, then we let this bad boy rock and roll. So again, that's just what I'm doing. Because through my experiences, you know, between that 15 and 30 minutes, it doesn't move a lot, right? It's more of just a quick pop. Get your points, get out, wait for the 30-minute. Oh, 25 is Charles's up target? Okay. So it hit Charles. Well, no, it didn't, but it's close, right? It's close. So Charles's bias up pivot target, y'all, is 25. And again, Charles's targets are like magnets. So, you know, they go to those targets and they usually stop. All right, so we're not doing much. I'm still looking to activate this level, but here pretty soon we're going to have to wait for the 30 minutes. But I'm telling you here, when the 30 minutes comes, that's when our, again, I'm calling it a lottery ticket until I come up with a new name. But that's whenever that one becomes activated and the basic becomes activated. So we're going to have, again, there's going to be a lot of opportunity. I would be very surprised if we don't start taking 1 or 2 trades every single day. I'd be very surprised. Which, you know, for us, when you're just focusing on the advanced, there's not a lot of opportunities because it's very picky. It's very picky. The opportunities, when they come, they're great, but they're picky. But with the other ones, we're adding a lot to the mix. Yeah, consumer. It's an orange item, guys. It's an orange item, consumer sentiment. I'm going to go ahead and, you know, kind of, let's just look. I don't mind the orange they're a medium impact. The only time it matters to me is, like, for example, if it's an orange and the candle's huge, then I know it really matters. But there's no red news item, so I'm willing to trade through the orange item unless the candle is just crazy. All right, we activated the level, so I'm going to be looking to go long. Again, I'm looking for a quick pop. It's going to have to be a quick pop. 2 to 5 points is all I am after. We activated the level. Let me mark this. I'm drawing some lines. I'm getting ready. Okay. Y'all notice it's setup 3. Setup number 3. Which is the pullback, right? All right. Again, that's what I'm looking for. It's got to happen though in the next 2 minutes, or I won't do it. So it ain't got much time, guys. It might not happen, which is fine. We'll just wait for the 30 minutes, but because it doesn't look like it's going to pop up through my line. I'm looking for that, right? That bam. Since we're getting so close to the 30, you know, again, you got that news item. Maybe that's going to, like you said, that's going to stall it, right? That's going to stall it. Maybe it's just waiting for that announcement. Good morning, Anna. Oh, shit. All right. See what we got here. Again, it's getting close. Getting close. If we get in this trade, it's going to have to be an absolute quick pop. All right. So if I get in, I'm going to get in at 20. Damn it. 23, and I'm going to get out quick. It's got to happen. You know what? We only got 10 seconds. It's not going to be enough. Back off. We're going to have plenty of opportunities. All right. Yeah, it's not doing nothing. All right, so let's go ahead and mark this level. 23.50. It's about game time. All right, all setups are now open. You are free to trade all of the setups that we have, including the new one, the lottery ticket. Whew, that's not bad. Again, it's not doing much, right? Just know where your exits are, right? You know what you're doing. All right. Now, again, you do have the news item. I don't know. The consumer sentiment, it might do something. I don't know. It's orange. All right, there we go. There's our levels. So I'm going to mark. Oh, wait, we still got a minute and a half. So that key level might change. Charles saying buy the dips, which again, I like it. We're going to buy the dips, Charles. Yes, sir. Like it. Buy the dips, right? That's what Charles is saying. We got, so look, if you can see here what I'm looking at here. You guys know I use the active trader, so what I look at is this little time clock. It's a big part of my strategy. When it gets within 2 minutes, I'm going to back off. So I'm always watching this clock because a lot of them, I have filters, right? You guys know the filters. If you don't, just type it in our chat, but I have a lot of filters. All right. I'm going to mark the VIX key levels here in a minute. Inside the WhatsApp group. I'll be marking them. This is important, especially for our lottery ticket trade. This is the most important levels of everything for the whole damn morning. All right. Right. I got 9 seconds. Then I'm going to hit the button. Here we go. Here we go. Bam. Oh, okay, guys. So apparently that item Okay, so that item is pretty volatile. So we got to be mindful of that. Okay? I wasn't expecting that to be that volatile. And what might happen is that news item might screw us up. It might screw us up. Shit. I'm not in a trade, but that had way more impact than I thought. That's interesting. That was way more surprising. That might change things up. 69 forecast. All right. Yeah, everybody's blown out, right? That was more of an impact than I thought. I really wasn't expecting that big an impact. Shit. That was a big ass move. Okay, so that's going to kind of change things here. So normally I said we should be taking a trade every day, but I guess on times like this, that might put a damper in it. I'm not really sure. I might have to wait till the afternoon. I'm still going to trade. But my lottery ticket setup, I might just have to wait till the afternoon. Like yesterday, that shit was amazing. So we'll see. We'll see. But I am gonna because of that volatility in that candle, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna type it in the chat. I'm gonna wait our normal thing as if it was a red item. Okay. So it might mess up our lottery ticket morning trade, but I'm going to be trading that if it presents itself in the afternoon. Yesterday, the option went from 41 cents to over $1.80. That could have made like your whole week. There's a lot of money. That right there, depending on how many contracts you do, you can make thousands and thousands of dollars. So I am prepared to look at that every day from now on, because it blew my mind. And if you're unsure what I'm doing, you need to type it in our chat. It's brand new. We literally just started it yesterday.
So Jeff, give me like a 30-second explanation of it.
All right. All right. So the most important piece of information is the VIX, right? So I'm going to type it in our chat, brother, right now, okay? And as it happens. So I'm typing it right now. Okay, so again, I just typed it, but you get it. So the VIX leads the market. You know how we trade the VIX. This is the piece of the puzzle. And what I just typed in the chat, okay, when that VIX pops out and it leads the market and we can visually see it, I'm taking a shot. So it's got to break first. So again, you know how we look at it, Mark. You know how we do it, right? The VIX will tell you what's really happening. So if the VIX gives you the shot first, I'm jumping in. Okay? If the ES and the VIX break together, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to be focusing on either the basic or advanced. So I have my rules here, but what we're looking for is that the VIX to tell us, because you know how we trade the VIX. You know the VIX tells you really what's happening. Remember, the VIX is going to let us know the direction the market has picked. So regardless of where the ES is, if that VIX pops first, I'm jumping in with a lottery ticket trade, and I'm looking to buy an option 50 cents or less. And those motherfuckers can go crazy. The problem with right now today, or not today, because again, what?
You're saying you're not even going to wait for the setup. You see the VIX go to the bottom, you're buying some pulls.
You
50
damn
cents a
right.
length.
You got it.
Okay. Okay, good. I like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's got to do it first. It's got to be the one to break first. If the ES breaks first, we're not going to do it because the VIX is giving, there's a problem there. Then I'm going to resort to my normal setups. But if that VIX breaks first,
I like that a lot.
absolutely.
Yes.
I got it written down too, man. And so if they break at the same time, that trade's off the table. That trade is on the table when the VIX breaks first. I don't give a shit where the ES is, but if that VIX breaks and that ES is still in the middle, I'm buying it. And the best part about it is I'm managing the trade based on the VIX, not the ES. So right now, guys, we had a big fake out.
I like it a lot.
Oh my God. Yesterday. Oh my God. Let me show you something. I don't know if you were here, but I'm waiting anyway, guys. So I'm going to show you something. Yesterday in the afternoon.
This is what I was explaining to you. This is a big reason why you moved over to doing the SPY options. Because I was saying to you, Jeff, some of these things are trading 70 cents. They go to $4.
You're right. You're fucking right. You're right. And I'm seeing it now firsthand. So look at yesterday. It was in the afternoon. We were not in class, but I marked some key levels. I marked some key levels based on how I do that in the afternoon. I did it thick and red so I could see it. I marked some key levels on the VIX. Then, you see this right here? You see that mark? Right here.
Yes.
ES was here. I bought a call option. Didn't even look at this. And all I was watching was the VIX. I even went like this to where I wasn't even looking at the ES. I was just watching this. And then when it was like down in this range, I was about to take off. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and get out of this trade. And when I jumped out, hang on. Oh, shit. Right here. When I jumped out, the fucking ES was up here. Actually, no, it was like right in this area. And it went from 41 cents to roughly around like, I got out of like 78 or 80 cents, but it went up to $1.80. It was crazy. It was so easy because I'm not even on that lottery ticket. I'm willing to lose it all, but I'm managing the trade based on the VIX. It was so easy. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to start doing that every day. Now, the key levels will be different every day. So, but I know how to draw my key levels, and I drew them, and it worked out. It was perfect. In a squeeze, I don't look at the squeeze on the 1 minute chart, but I'll take your word for it, brother. Look at that big ass candle. Wow. So the problem right now is I don't know how accurate the VIX is going to be with the news item. So I'm very leery about taking that trade. But if I was going to take it, you know what? Since it's a fucking lottery ticket, I'm going to take it. Why not, dude? I'm going to take it. I'm going to buy a call option. And I'm going to buy the 564 call. Fuck it. All right. So I'm in this trade. Okay, so that's my first entry. And again, I don't know with the news item if that's going to come back and bite me. But I will be looking to add to this trade if necessary. So I'm in this trade with my first entry lottery ticket again. I don't know. I just went long too. All right. That trade is just going to do its thing. I don't even care what happens, right? That's, like I said, I'm calling it that lottery ticket. I'm only risking $50 or less in chances of making double or triple that. But I am looking to, I would like to be adding to this trade if necessary. And again, I don't know because of the news item if it's gonna bite me, but I'm willing to put a little bit of money on the line for that. So right here, what we need to do is mark this level blue, and I need to draw the box. Okay. So as far as adding to this trade, we will not be adding to this trade inside that box. Okay. And again, I don't know, but I don't care. The only way, again, the only way to see the results is to take the trade and then just go back and say, okay, it was on a news item. Okay. It's just one of those that, I can't think too much about any details. Just got to do it. Right. And I'm in this trade. I got in at less than 50 cents and that's good. Right. And I'm willing to lose it all, but I'm not going to lose it all because if we follow the plan, I don't think we can lose it all. No, we're not going to lose it all. But if it wins, you know what? We could win a home run. This trade has got the power to make you a full-time income by itself. But I'm going to be looking to add to this trade based on my other entry techniques. And I'm going to leave that trade alone, and I'm just going to let it do its fucking thing. I don't care about the P&L. It doesn't mean nothing to me. If you have any questions on why I enter, let me know. But I'm liking what I'm seeing right now. You definitely want to be to the upside. But as far as adding to this trade, I will not be adding to this trade inside that yellow box. Okay. But I do want to add to this trade if I get it. Again, this one trade alone, I believe, can make you a full-time income. I saw it firsthand, the power of how much those options can increase. It blows my mind. If I'm in this trade at 9:45, I think that's when I exit, right? Because it's too hard for me to manage it while I'm doing the other. So, but if it's going my direction at 9:45, I'm just gonna, pop out or set a stop loss and lock in X number of profit and then just let it run. Who knows? Maybe that some bitch will run the whole day. And right now, though, I want to add to this trade, but I gotta have a valid setup. So there we go. Really? So Dr. Al says you should have seen the market maker's expected range on the 1-minute chart. It was the narrowest you've ever seen. That's crazy. Yeah, and I just want to add, right? It's all good. We already know that yellow box is the casino floor. So at the end of the day, we know this is a problem. But I would love to see it get out of here and get going, right? Yeah, I'm in the trade with the lottery ticket. But again, with the news information, I don't know how accurate it's going to be. But I'm willing to throw a little bit of money on the line to test it out. Think about it. If you want to make $100 a day, let's just say $100 a day. Hey, that's very attainable, especially with this. Once I do more and more and I see that it's just like dead on, I'll fucking start dropping some bombs, man. I mean, shit, right? I'm going at it willing to lose all $50. It's just $50. $50, you double it up, you make $100. $100 a day is $5,000 a week. What's that? $2,000 a month on a very simple, easy trade. But we're not doing, we're not going to be adding to this trade because there ain't no juice right now. Right now, there's no juice. So we are just sitting back Waiting. I'm going to put in the chat right now how I'm going to manage this lottery ticket. I'm putting in the chat WebEx right now. So Mark, everybody else, check it out. All right. I'm just typing in our chat. So make sure you look at it. But that's it, okay? Nothing else is mattering to me. What I typed in our private chat is how I'm going to be managing this lottery ticket, and that's how I managed the lottery ticket yesterday. I'm not managing it based on P&L. I'm managing it on exactly what I just said. And I will stay in that trade, in this case, at 9:45. Since I'm going to be going to do options, either I will, if there's profit, I will cash out, or I will just move my stop, lock in a certain amount, and let that sumbitch run. Why not? Fuck it. Shit went from 40 cents, or John went from 11 cents to $6. That's $100. I mean, $600 on one contract. So you risked $11 to make $600? What now? That doesn't happen a lot. I'll be looking to add to this trade on the basic methodology, okay? The advanced, I cannot add on the advanced. I have to add on the basic. But I will add. Now, I'm going to have multiple trades going on, so I might get in a trade and then get out of one trade, but stay in the other trade. Okay? But again, I'm not doing it yet, and I will be looking to get in on the you know what? Probably the 63s, to be honest with you. Well. You know, I might add on the 64. No, 63. So I'm looking to add, and I'm going to look at the 63s to add. It's on the basic entry, okay? We popped above it. I'm gonna add to this trade. Not yet. Again, it did close above it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add to this trade. Well, I thought I did. What the hell's going on? Hang on, my platform's fucked up again. What the fuck, man? Hang on, look at TD Ameritrade. I want to add to this motherfucker, dude. Asshole. All right, I'm adding to this trade. Fucking, my stupid active trader's not working. So that one I added on the 64s. No, 63s. I'm sorry, 63s. I mean, but I'll get out of that trade quick. Like, I'll jump in and out of that trade if necessary. Right? So like right now, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of that trade. Well, not yet. Not yet. Let me see what I did. I got so much shit going on right now. Not yet. But I will jump out of the basic, not the other one. Nice. Yeah, I'm going to jump out of the basic one. Okay. So I'm still in the other one. But I don't, I don't like this. I'm still in the other one, so it's not a problem. But that one, kind of just, the basic one just didn't pop. Which again, we know with that casino floor, that's not much. But I mean, I'd rather just jump out, losing a couple bucks, You're going to look at it go back up, right? motherfucking bitch. But it's okay. If it goes back up, I'll jump right back in. Not a problem. Look at that, you motherfucker. Everything looks good, though. Look at that. A lot of volatility. Yeah, I kind of anticipated that it was going to close lower, but I can still jump back in. I'm still on the other trade anyway. I'm going to be looking to jump right back in and add to this trade again. It's got to hold that 27.83 though. There it is. See how it's picking up? It's very important how it closes. Okay, close below. That's a trap. So what we got to do is we got to extend our box. Okay, extend our box. Get rid of this line. Now our box, our casino floor is getting bigger. All right. There we go. Cool. All right. So now I'm watching that 2950 key level. 2950 key level. Again, whatever, just trade. Don't focus on your P&L. Focus on your plan. Then afterwards, you can always take a look at where you got your P&L wise. I am, again, the market has picked a direction that it wants to go long. The issue is, can it sustain that? I don't know. Okay. But I'm going to stay in it until information changes. Period. But I don't understand why my active trader didn't work, man. That's motherfucker's giving me all sorts of problems. All sorts of problems. Everybody good so far, right? I'm still in that first trade. That one, I'm going to just let that motherfucker go. I don't even care about what happens. But I do want to add some more trades. We got to get popped back up through this, right? Everything looks good. Again, I'll take a couple small losses while my other one's working. It doesn't matter to me. Right? Because again, the whole key is small losses, big wins. Small losses, big wins. Small losses, big win. That's it. That's all trading is. Who cares if you lose? Look, now you're going back up, you little son of a bitch. Again, I'll jump right back in. So I'm going to be looking to add to this trade. Probably on the, honestly, I think I'm going to be adding to it again on the 64s. I think I'm going to add to it on the 64s. If my active trader works. Again, this could end up trapping again. I'm in the first one. What I would like to add to this trade, if it works. How much time's left in that candle? Damn. I'm going to get in. If it breaks through 30.50, I'll add to the trade. I don't like how it closed. But if we trade up through the 30.50, I'll add to the trade if my active trader works. All right, I think not yet. Ooh, right. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. My active trader's not working, guys. What in the fuck is going on? All right, I'll add to it. I have to add to it. I don't understand why it's not working, though. Why? Is y'all active trader working, you son of a bitch? So again, I'll jump out of that trade. I'm not going to jump out of my first one, but I will jump out of that one. There we go. So I'm in this for 2. All right. Good deal. So I added back to that trade. Ah, boy! Way to go. Way to go. Whoa. I better shut up. All right. So again, I'll be looking to, I'm going to stay in that trade until I get an exit. Let me mark it in the chat what I'm looking for to get out of that trade. All right, so I just typed in our chat how I'll get out of that trade. The other one, I'm not getting out of it until 9:45, as long as it's working. I don't care. So now I have to add on the advanced technique number 4. So if I get a number 4 entry, I'm going to add again. Okay? Number 4, I'll be adding again. I don't understand why my active trader is not working, though. This has really got me upset. That absolutely sucks. I really don't know why. Wow, look at that volatile candle, huh? I'll get out of the other trade if we close back below that line. I'll jump right out. I'm not messing around, dude. I don't want this volatile bullshit. These news item days might be messing shit. Look at that candle. Damn you, you little motherfucker. I'll jump out. All right, so I'm going to jump out. Not of the first one. I'm still riding it, but I'm not messing around with this. Now, the basic is off the table. There are too many traps and too many fake outs. This is very volatile, guys. Very volatile. I don't know what the fuck. That news item has really screwed shit up. But there we go. But I like how we're doing it. You know, and again, this is how I did yesterday in the afternoon. Just in the afternoon yesterday, it just popped and took off like a damn rocket ship. Yeah, we can't control these volatile ass crap right here, man. So I'm still in the lottery ticket. I like it though, because I just took a look at the P&L, and what I like about it is you get in and out quick, right? If it works, it works. You make a ton of money. But if not, you get out quick. No problem, man. That's awesome. And I don't know what the fuck is going on, but again, I'm staying in the lottery ticket. I'm staying in the lottery ticket. Now I'm starting to think about jumping out of that lottery ticket. Yeah. A couple minutes, I might be jumping out of that lottery ticket. Not yet, though. Not yet. There's no more adding to this trade. We added twice and had to pop out for a small little loss on the ad. The first trade's fine, but it's too volatile. There's a lot of volatility. It's crazy. But let me tell you something. This is amazing. Let me tell Brian something here. Charles says Friday factors. It should trend, but it's not trending. So I'm jumping out of the, I'm going to jump out of the basic. All right. Wow. That was so good. So navigating my way through that, I basically broke even. So it didn't even follow through. I added twice, got in and out, did the other one. It's reversing. And I got out of basically break even. That is, I'm telling you something. That is amazing, because this, you'd be out now. What this is telling me is on those days that it actually moves, we're going to make so much money. And on the days that are tricky, you're going to lose a tiny bit. Lose tiny, home run. You're out of this trade, tiny baby loss, and now it's 9:30, you're back in the range. So you got to extend your box all the way down to there. You're not allowed to trade in there. So, but again, I'm not even done, because in the afternoon, so here's what I'm going to talk about. I'm not going to do anything in the morning. Like, I'm done in the morning, okay? I'm done in the morning. But let me tell you, y'all pay attention. Here's how I'm going to do. Okay, y'all are here, right? So here is how I'm going to do it. I'm telling you right now. Let's go back to yesterday. I'm not trading anymore in the morning. I'll trade in the afternoon. So here's the way I'm going to do it. So you've got to identify your squeeze. Your squeeze. So the late morning squeeze, it always happens. So you can look back at it between 11 and 12 o'clock, but you're going to look at the late morning squeeze. Are we good so far? You're going to mark your levels based on that. So during this squeeze, there's my support, there's my resistance. You're going to take that same information on the VIX, that same time period, and you're going to mark that as well. So like yesterday, that's exactly what I did. That same time period was here and here. And you're going to trade the lottery ticket the same way. I got in here, got out down here, made like 70-some%. If I would have just hanged on, I had to leave. If I wouldn't have left, I could have clocked over 200%. That's how I'm going to do it every afternoon. I'm not going to trade the basic. I'm not going to trade the advanced. I'm only going to trade the lottery ticket. And that sumbitch, if it works, it takes off like a damn machine. That's how I'm doing it. Marking the levels. So what I'm going to do right now is right-click, clear all drawing items. Right-click, clear all drawing items. And then after the options class, I'm just going to wait, usually between 11 and 12. I'm going to identify the consolidation area. Draw support, draw resistance, draw the VIX, and go to work, just like I did yesterday. That's it. As far as the morning, we're gonna do options now. So basically, tiny baby loss, which in reality is like a break even. But we're not done. I mean, like I said yesterday, shit, it was insane. But what I'm telling you right now, guys. What I love the most is it didn't follow through at all, and it was such a baby loss. Such a baby loss. When it follows through, we're going to hit home runs. It's going to be very easy for those of you that are trying to trade to make a full-time income or at least some additional income. It's going to be very easy. It's going to be very easy. All right. So here's what I got to do. We're going to get ready for live swing trading options. So if you want to stick around for swing trading options, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try to start around that 9:40. Yeah, probably 9:40. I'm going to take a tiny little break. I'll be right back. We're going to shift our brain into options. We'll talk some naked puts. I absolutely love naked puts. Yeah. The basic is super. Okay, when you say, remember, we have the advanced. We have the basic. The advanced, again, very high probability when it happens. If you noticed, today, we did not even get an advanced entry. Not even one. They happen rare. But when they happen, they're high-ass probability. The basic, I think it didn't follow through as much today because of the news announcement. And we said that, right? The basic, real simple, easy to learn, in and out, right? If you're wrong quick. It's super easy. The lottery ticket, I'll change the name. I think that one's going to be our home run. And then if you put them all together, you can just kind of add. But we'll keep practicing as we go along the line. So let me tell everybody we're going to start options. Gonna start options class here in about. But I will be looking to trade this afternoon if it happens. If it happens, just like yesterday. Just typing in our group right here, guys. All right, cool. There we go. Let's do this. So I'm going to go to the restroom. You see the market right there. We've been talking about it grinding its way up to this high, right? We've been talking about that. Working its way up there. We'll talk about it in a second. Let me just go to the restroom. I'll be back really quick, couple minutes. And we'll be ready to see what we got on the option front. Yeah, I'll do this, my friends. I forgot. Let me stop this. All right. We're back. We're not starting yet, but we're just chilling. Just getting everything set up, ready to rock and roll. Let's get our sheet pulled up. We are going to shift our brains into option swing trading mode, right? And then I'll look later on in the futures, right? All right. Pull that back up. What we got? Just look at this market, right? I'm going to take a look at Coinbase real quick. Coinbase moving up a little bit. Nvidia, pretty flat. Charles re-entered. All right. I would have probably re-entered, but I'm just going to wait till the afternoon. I'm super pumped, though, about it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's blowing my mind with how much some of those options can move. Especially in the afternoon, they seem like they go crazy. Damn, this is approaching an equal high, right? Shit. All right. let's go ahead and start. We are going to start now. All right. Here we go. Here we go. What's up, everybody? All right. Option swing trading. We're going to shift our brain out of day trading, and now we're going to focus on option techniques. We can talk about option techniques to, again, obviously make money, but passive income, more active. I'm willing to talk about naked puts, covered calls, all that stuff, right? Teach you how to be a money manager, how the big money managers manage their portfolio. So that's all. We've got our WebEx chat, and we also have our private WhatsApp group. You can type your questions there or in the chat about stuff like that. If you have a stock that you're looking to generate income on and you want to take a look to see if it has a good dividend, we can do that. Again, we're trying to generate income. This is the options part, but we can use options to get stocks. So there's a lot of things that we can do. So here we go. All right, Friday the 13th. Is it Friday the 13th? Did I just say that right? Shit. Today's Friday the 13th. Oh, shit. Look, there we go. That's why that market didn't follow through. Jason! Friday the 13th, dude. All right. Remember, we had a huge discussion yesterday. So let me do this real quick. All right, cool. Huge discussion yesterday on what's going on, Jason. Man, you should pop with us in the futures day trading. We added a new technique that is so easy. Yesterday, that option went from 41 cents to over $1.80. The other day, John saw it go from 11 cents to over $6. So easy. Anybody trying to, make extra income or replace that income? Nope. There's absolutely nothing you can read about it because we just started. We've been watching it for years, but we just started doing it yesterday. So no, there's nothing. We literally just started yesterday. But it's very simple. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Let's get into the options right here. Remember, pick one bullish and one bearish setup you want to master. We talked hardcore yesterday about low probability, high probability. But you have to understand, a setup is a setup regardless of what the market is doing. If I'm looking at JP Morgan and JP Morgan is in a bull flag, regardless of what the market's doing, this is still a valid flag, right? Again, assuming that the bias is up on JP Morgan. It's immaterial of the market. The market just makes it a low or high probability trade. So if you're allowed to take low probability and high probability trades, you can probably find trades every single day, right? You probably could, both bullish and bearish. And that's what we got to do. We just got to determine, hey, good morning, my friend. Happy Friday. Good morning, brother. We just got to decide. Now, here's the deal. If you take, because I saw, you're talking about, I don't want to take any more low probability trades. First of all, nothing is 100%. Nothing is 100%. But if you are consistent, you're going to have your share of winners and losses. What makes the flags, for example, so good is the reward to risk. When you lose, you shouldn't lose much. And when you win, it should be at least 2 to maybe 3 times, who knows, it could be more, of reward. But if you just are consistent and you take your trading journal and you document your trades inside your trading journal, there's a little spot for notes. All you need to write in the notes is, was that a low probability or high probability setup? And then whenever you do like 50 trades, you go back and you analyze your results. And you're going to see, hey, were the majority of my losses low probability? Were they high probability? And then you can determine if it's worth it or not. But you got to have a big sample size because you can't just do a couple, win, and then a couple and lose and be like, nah, I'm not going to do it. You got to be consistent over a series of trades. I'm telling you right now, because you might be surprised. You don't really know how you're doing unless you document your results. Again, that's how I figured out what I was doing. We didn't use the word high or low probability, but, one of my mentors, Scott Thompson, that's when he told me. We looked at my trading journal, or my P. I was like this, right? And he said, well, just stop taking losing trades. And I was like, what the hell do you mean? And it goes by what we say. But that was what helped me. But anyway, let's talk about the posture analysis because that's going to dictate everything that we do, right? All right, market's moving up, which is great, So our long-term posture is, again, I know you already know what it is, but you got to do it every day. Bullish. Just be consistent in your process. It's bullish. Intermediate. Bullish. All right. Now, here's my short term. And again, I'm sick. Trading is a decision-making process, which means you trade based on what you see. So I'm going to tell you what I see, but if it's different than what you see, you got to go with what you see. So in doing my short-term posture, we have not confirmed the high yet. But if you can see, we have a lower low, and that's our high. This one is pretty damn close to that one. It's not exactly there yet, but it's damn close. And when I see it that close, I'm already, in my brain, I look at it as more of an equal high. That's the way I look at it. So, and again, right now, it might pop up to a higher high. But we have so I see an equal high and a lower low. Forgive me, I'm sick, guys. So what I'm going to do with my posture is I'm going to shift my posture to sideways to neutral. That's the way I'm going to do it. If you see it as a lower high, which technically it is, you would still be bearish. Does that make sense? But since y'all aren't trading my money and I am, that's the route that I'm going to go. So here is my posture today. Bullish, bullish, sideways, and neutral. That's going to change things, right? So let's talk about our game plan, right? And again, we changed it, right? We don't want to say permission anymore. We just want to say, what is the higher probability trade? Because permission was kind of messing some people up. They thought, well, I can't trade because I don't have permission. But that's not true. It's not true. It's just, you can trade your setup every day. It just might be a low probability. You know what I'm talking about. So let's talk about our game plan. All right, so where's this line doing? Near-term blue line is angled up. It's above 80, right? We're closer to resistance than support. So that's important piece of information. If we're closer to resistance, then, and we're getting bullish strong. So now that this green line has got back in the upper zone on the Forecast Pro, we are bullish strong. So not just strengthening, now we're back to damn fire away, right? Strong. So we're angled up, we're above 80, we're closer to resistance and support, we're bullish strong. So today, the higher probability trade is the bullish breakout. That's the higher probability because the market is close to breaking out. And if the market is close to breaking out, the majority of the stocks are the same. So that's the higher probability. That's the way I'm changing the lingo. Okay? So make sure you download, if you trade breakouts, download the trading plan inside the course, laminate it, and get great at it. It's a fantastic setup. Fantastic. Now, if you take any bearish trades, today bearish trades are lower probability. So if you trade bull flags and bear flags like me, I can trade a bear flag today. I can. If I see one, but it's a low probability. I'm fucking dying. But tell me in chat as we're rolling, is this making sense so far? I'm trying to really say it slow because both my voice hurts, but I want y'all to get this. Is it making sense so far? I got the chat pulled up where we can actually see it. Okay, come on. Yes, thanks, brother. Appreciate the participation. All right. So now, number one, if you're in any trades, manage your trades according to your trading plan, right? Be a mechanical machine. Take your brain out of the equation. It is what it is. Now, the higher probability trade is the bullish breakout. Okay. Also, if you want to take a bounce setup today, it's lower probability. So the different setups that we teach, you gotta know, is it a bounce entry or a breakout? That makes a difference, right? It's all in the course. There you go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this nuance off, and I'm gonna put it on a document. So now we're gonna send all the information into the group. You know, we have the Q&A group, and we also have the the what you call it. We have the who's that? Joy Deb? I don't know who it is. What's up? What's up? So we have our Q&A group, and we have our options elite. So let's copy this. And again, if you have any questions, type it in. You know, we're here, right? We're friends. We're trying. Again, I'm gonna teach you my rules. I can guarantee you that. You're going to win. You're going to win hardcore. You will have losing trades, but so what? So what? And again, I'm also willing to talk naked puts. I'm willing to talk cover calls, right? You know, stocks, I'm cool, right? Dividends, whatever, fire away. But anyway, I'm just sending that information into our private group. So I'm now going to go over here to the options elite, send that information. I'm fucking dying here. I got a sickness. I'm in bad shape. So forgive me. Next, I'm going to go right here. This is important. You notice we changed it. What setup is the higher probability? We changed the word from permission, throwing some people off. And I don't ever want you to think you can't take your setup. For example, if you trade the squeeze, you can trade the beautiful squeeze setup every day. You just got to understand, though, is it a low probability or a high probability based on what we teach? That makes a difference. And you have to change the way you think, right? You know, we don't do aggressive entries when it's low probability. We do conservative. I also suggest you risk less. If you take 2 contracts on the higher probability, take 1 on the lower probability. So let's take this information right here, copy. Great blessed morning, Ronnie. Let's post it in the options room. All right. So what setup is the higher probability? Today, it's a bullish breakout setup. That's the higher probability. So if you're a breakout trader, it's game time, right? If you're a flag trader or squeeze trader, hey, it's still game time if you're allowed to take low probability trades. Nobody's talking about that on the internet. Nobody's talking about, hey, is this a low probability? They don't fucking know, dude. Now, here's the deal on the strategy. Are we going to buy calls today? Are we going to buy puts? We're going to do spreads. So our short-term posture is sideways to neutral. Or let me go back. My short-term posture is sideways to neutral. So that's going to change the way I think. When it's sideways to neutral, I'm expecting some chop. So I'm going to be focusing on spreads. I'm not going to do call options on correlated stocks. So today, what strategy do you have permission for? It's spreads. Okay, and if you have any questions at any time, obviously type it in. I'm going to type in our group right now. Great blessed morning, Ronnie. All right, cool. All right, cool. So we're good so far. That's step 2 in our routine. You should be able to do this routine every day in less than 1 hour. You can make, I'm telling you right now, you can make a full-time income in less than 1 hour a day. All my mentors taught us how to do that, and they made hundreds of millions of dollars. Like money that would just freak you the freak out. All right. Manage any trades. Does anybody have any trades that they're currently in that they would like to take a look at that we can help manage the trade? I'm in no short-term swing trades right now. I'm out of all of them, right? I'm just waiting to reload. But if you are in a trade, you're hanging on to PCG. Let's go look at PCG, right? If anybody else has an existing trades, let's take a look so we can help each other out. PCG. Now, I know Andy trades bull flags, just like me. I know exactly. I'll tell you in a minute. The answer is, I'll talk about in a minute. So I know exactly where Andy got in this trade, and I know exactly where Andy's going to get out of this trade. Why? Because he's following the trading plan rules. Everybody should be on the same page. For example, Andy probably got in right there 3 days ago. This was a low probability flag. Doesn't mean it won't work. 3 days ago, and he's going to stay in this trade so far. Is that right, Andy? Low probability, that's where you entered, and you're going to stay in that trade. Yes, because it's a mechanical process. And if I was in this trade, which is a beautiful bull flag, by the way, I mean, stack moving average, it doesn't get any better than that. It's just low probability because where the market's at and the information, but it's a beautiful trade. So Dr. Al said, have I ever used the early in and out indicator? The answer is yes. I did use the early in and out indicator. But if you notice with the early in and out indicator, the candles are colored, right? It's been a while, but they're colored. So I did use that in the past. But based on the way that I trade and what I know has worked for forever, I don't use it anymore. I'm not saying the early in and out doesn't work, but if you notice on my trading plans, do I mention the early in and out indicator anywhere? The answer is no. I trade based on trading plans, and nowhere in my trading plan is the word in and out indicator even mentioned. So no, I don't trade it. Okay. And I know my shit works. So I'm not saying the early and out doesn't work, but I don't need to mess around. I'm 93+% win ratio for the year. You will never lose. You're not going to have a losing year ever. Okay, period. So I don't need the early and out indicator because I like mine better. That's just me, right? But you have to understand, I've mastered all of them, but my favorite is bull flag and bear flag. And I know that if I do my process every day, in and out, I'm going to come out ahead, just like I am over a 93% win ratio on my short-term swing trades this year. Now, I haven't been taking low probability setups. I've only taken high probability. Okay, but, the low probabilities are still fine. It's just I have a bad experience because I know that the majority of my losses back in the days came when I was taking low probability flags. They weren't called low probability flags because my mentor didn't even use that word. But based on the way I teach it, same concept. Okay. And again, okay, let's go back. And I love this conversation. I took a class on Thursday night at 6:30 for over 15 years. Okay. Thursday night, 6:30. The guy that taught that class, he had been trading probably longer than everybody in Invest Tools Education. He was the premier coach, and it wasn't close. Wasn't even close. He taught an advanced technical analysis class, breakouts and flags. That was the name of the class, breakouts and flags. And I always tell everybody what he did. Every day he would analyze, he would give us a quote, and he would talk about that quote, and he would turn it into something related to trading. He would take every quote in the world, and he would always tell us that Everything's related to trading. That's what he would say. So he would take his quote. He would go through the market, all the indexes. He would go through oil. He would go through gold. He would go through the sectors, just analyzing, talk. I mean, he was in his class for like 3 fucking hours plus. I mean, this guy was crazy. And then he went through the NASDAQ 100. His master watch list was the NASDAQ 100. He only traded stocks in the NASDAQ 100. Made hundreds of millions. But he taught breakouts in flags. And we asked him all the time, why? Because he traded flags. Like that was his dominant. He taught breakouts and flags, but he always told us he trades flags. So we said, is the breakout a bad trade? He's like, no, it's a fantastic trade. But every breakout starts with the flag of some variation. Every breakout begins with a flag. So he would say, why do I want to enter at the breakout when I should already be in the trade on the flag? By the time it breaks out, I'm already up a lot of money. So exactly. Now, with the flag, you know, it can fake you out and get stopped out. I mean, there's, you know, same with the breakout though, right? It can break out and then reverse and stop you out. You know, get that head and shoulders. But my point is, if this goes up and it goes up here to a breakout, would you rather have gotten up here or down here where Andy got in? It's kind of no brainer. It's the same with the squeeze, right? Every squeeze starts with that first flag. And you could always add on the second flag, add on the third flag, whatever. But my point is, you don't know if the flag is going to turn into a squeeze. You don't know if the flag is going to be a, you know, a breakout after consolidation or it's going to go straight up. You don't know. You enter and then you just follow your plan. It's a great discussion. Great looking trade. Well done on the questions. So now I'm going to go look at my at the gates. Yeah, he was the best. He was the best. And he did it the same way every day for years. People would always tell him, why are you doing the same thing? He was like, well, that's because that works. Why would I not do the same thing? It was like, again, he always talked about thinking logical, being rules-based, taking your brain out of the equation. Always. And again, he was pretty boring. He had this kind of monotone voice, but the dude was the best. And he was very boring. Again, I'm not going to lie. Very boring. But he did his shit. So I don't care if it's boring. He always said good trading is boring. If you're not bored, you're over trading. If you are having fun and you're excited, it's because you're over trading. You're going to probably lose. Period. But he only traded bull flags and bear flags. And he made hundreds of millions of dollars. When I learned how to trade options for 10 years in a row, I only traded bull flags and bear flags. And then when I got introduced to the squeeze, I was like, oh, John Carter says this shit is easy. Oh, fuck. Gotta be easy. I love it. Everything he said sounded fantastic. Uptrending stock. Stacked moving averages. Get in the squeeze, and it's going to break out 90% of the time to the upside. So I kind of stopped doing my flags, and I was like, oh, shit, I'm going to do the squeezes. If you don't trade the squeeze the way that we teach it, you'll be lucky to win 30% of the time. You're going to get faked out. There's a lot of reasons why people that trade the squeeze get faked out, but they don't even know the reason why. We do, because they don't know if it's a high or low probability. That's it, right? And of course, all the biases, but besides that. And then I said, you know what? Forget that. I'm going back to my flags because the flag's the best. To me. Okay? But that's just the way it is. All right. Let's go to our current watch list. We're going to see if we need to take anything off. Now, one of the things I do want to point out, did y'all see last night? Look what I posted last night. Right here. This is always at the bottom of the sheet when I post it in the afternoons. My favorite setups with intermediate confirmation signals. Well, you guys know my favorite setups are bull flag, bear flag. Here, these were confirmed intermediate confirmation signals. So, does that mean you can't take a bear flag? No, it doesn't mean that. It's just right now lower probability. But hey, it still helps to balance out your portfolio, right? If you're in a bunch of bullish trades and the market tanks, don't you wish you had some bearish trades on, right? That always helped me. I was trading bull flags and bear flags, every day. Again, I didn't know about low or high probability. I was just fucking rocking and rolling, man. And I still finished positive every year. Imagine, shit, if I would have been doing like we did now, I've never been 93% in a year up to this point in my entire 17 years. I've been trading for 17 years and 7 months. And I'm going to be honest with you. Not one time through September have I ever had as high as a 93% win ratio. Never. You know why? Because I was never focusing on high and low probability. I was just, and I was still winning. But 93%, shit. Are you kidding me? So let's go look at these. And let's go see what's going on. All right, first one. And again, so we're going to go to our at the gates. So this was my at the gates list. This is what I have zoned down as of yesterday and decided that I wanted to trade. So the first thing that I do is I'm going to be looking at my stickers to see if I need to take anything off the list without even going to look at the chart. Because again, we're not just trading these, we're also trading these based on institutional money. I'm not going to take a bull flag if the institutional money is selling. Again, we teach all of that. But if you put all this together, you will win consistently. Like, if you don't, it's because you're breaking the plan. It's on you. So, do I need to take anything off the list based on the columns? You let me know in the room. Based on the columns, do I need to take anything off of my at the gates list? Andy said no, and Andy, you nailed it. No. They all stay on. Can't forgive me. I'm dying here. So, I do want to look at the ones from yesterday. So let's highlight. This is one that had a confirmation. So my question is, if you trade bear flags, which you're allowed to, do you have an entry right now? Somebody tell me in chat, do we have an entry into the bear flag? The answer, I'm going to go ahead and say it for you. No. Yeah, no. But is it still a valid setup? Yeah. So I'm going to leave it on my thing. This one right here. Do we have an entry into this bear flag? No. But I'm still going to leave it on my list. All right. Coinbase, you motherfucker. Do we have an entry? No. All right. Again, what is our entry rules? The bear flag entry rules. We have two entries, aggressive and conservative. We're looking right now for the conservative entry based on our trading plan, not based on what we think, not based on what we feel, and not based on what we think we feel, based on what is. All right. Nobody's going to teach you the way I'm teaching you. I can promise you that. There's not one person probably on this planet, and I'm being dead serious, on this planet that will teach you as good as I'm teaching you. And again, I'm teaching you my rules, so it's easier. And Andy said, that's true. I looked. All right. So this is a trick question, right? Did this bear flag give us an entry right now? This can be tricky just on the surface, right? If you look at, did it give us a conservative entry? Okay, yeah. Oh, you got it. So the answer is yes. We got a conservative entry right now. But this is no longer clean setup based on the guidelines. It's no longer clean. We take bull flags and bear flags with institutional money supporting it and clean setup. This is no longer clean. The brain, I don't even care. Nothing else matters. That comes off the list. See how we're doing this? Mechanical. Now we're going to start at the top and we're going to work our way down. And I'm going to see if we should leave anything on this list. LUV. The answer, okay, this was a bull. Remember, all these are bull flags and bear flags. This is a bull flag. I'm taking it off the list based on the guidelines that we teach. I don't care. It's mechanical. Taking it off the list. See? This is a bear flag. Ooh. Oh, wow. This never gave us that intermediate, so I'm leaving it on the list. Leaving it on the list. This is a bull flag. Taking it off the list. See how quick it is? I know what I'm looking for. Abbott. Now, this one kind of just went sideways. Hasn't really pulled back. It's not really clean to me. I'm taking it off. AEP. Taking it off. Right? Taking it off. Taking it off. T-Mobile. Taking it off. AT&T. I always say fucking T-Mobile. And, oh, baby. What do you got right now? What do you got? You got a bias up, low probability bull flag entry signal right now. Right now. If you take low probabilities, you get in this trade. Unless you're maxed out. And again, I would do a spread. More than likely, a debit spread. So, I would kind of go over here and I would say PG. I would usually look at I would probably start off with this 35 days just because it's the monthly. $5 wide. I don't do $5 wides. So then I would probably drop to the 28 days. I don't do $5 wides. Last is 21, $5 wides. So PG is a too big boy stock for me, which means I'm going to take it off the list right now because it's just too big. I don't do $5 wides. So the next question you might be thinking is why? Here's my answer. Because one of my mentors who did spreads, who was probably one of the best in the world, I know he made over $50 million that I know just doing spreads. He didn't trade $5 wides. And if he didn't trade $5 wides, that was good enough for me. I don't need to know any other thing. I don't care why. He didn't do it. Hey, good enough for me. I don't do it either. It's coming off my list. But great look. Again, if you do $5 wides, there you go. Where are we at? USO, bear flag. So let me start back up. FX. Okay, bear flag. Leave it. Leave it. Beautiful looking bear flag. Beautiful. 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 Uh-oh. AA. Alcoa. It is a valid flag, but it's not clean anymore. Take its ass off, you dirty rat. I don't care about you. MGM. Still leaving it on. Leaving it on. Leaving it on. Leaving it on. There you go. That's how easy that is. Now, let's go to our, let's go see if we can find setups, right? You guys got any setups? Type them in. If you want to talk about naked puts, type it in. If you want to talk about dividends, type it in. It doesn't matter. I'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. I don't care. Let's go here. All right. So let's sort and let's go through this watch list. Now, I've been putting setups in the group like all week. I don't want to put the same setup. So if we come across one of the setups that I've already posted, I'm not going to post it. But let's talk about, oh, there's my spam, spam. Okay, so we already looked at Coinbase. We know that's a bear flag. Emerging markets, it's actually no setup, right? So now, again, what are we doing now? You're doing your watch list management. You're looking to see which one you're going to put in your at the gates. Your at the gates are the setups that you've chosen to trade. You guys know this. Okay? So you got to establish your bias. The most important thing now is first, what is your bias and what is the setup? Is it a high or low probability? Do you have an entry, right? We teach all of this stuff. And I repeat it every single day. No setup. No bias, bear flag, GDX, breakout setup, right? I already posted that. It's a beautiful breakout setup. Okay. No problem, right? Gold broke out, and gold's a damn rocket ship. Gold is also a squeeze. It's also a squeeze, right? Now, it's way above there. Would I enter there? Oh, hell no. But it's rocket ship. Real estate. Above the 8, very strong. Momentum's just grinding. We got to wait for that flag pullback, right? No setup. Silver, green to black. And it's breaking out today. So silver is actually breaking out. So SLV breaking out now, like right now. And it's giving you a green to black. Semiconductors. So we're biased up, no setup. All right. USO, we already know that's a flag. UUP, biased down. What's the setup? Green to black. It's also approaching a bearish breakout setup. All right. So there you go. Right. You know how to trade these setups. You got the trading plan. But I want you to just write it down, right? UUP is biased down, green to black, and a breakout. And if that meets your criteria, you put it in your at the gates. Hell no, a broken record, right? Home builders. What's going on here? Green to black. But look at this. It's actually breaking out right now. And it's approaching you another. So what I'm going to do is, wow. So it's breaking out right here of this technical pattern. We're approaching another. Each one of those carries their own price targets. I know how to trade breakouts. I'm like an expert at it. The only reason I'm not doing it is I'm doing flags. But you better believe I know how to trade breakouts. I learn from the best. So anyway, it's breaking out right now. XHB. Giving you a breakout now. All right. We know energy is a beautiful bear flag. XOP is a bear flag. So we know our top 10 holdings. So check this out, right? We've been going through these. So we're going to go to our energy top 10 because we have permission to trade those some bitches. Now, a lot of them are already on our list, right? So like COP, that's a bear flag. That's not even on our list. That's a new one. Write that down. COP is a bias down bear flag. Now, somebody tell me in chat, oh, this is going to be good. Bias down, bear flag. Is this a low or high probability? You got to know that. Every flag you got to know. That changes the way you trade. Tell me in chat, is COP a high or low probability bear flag? I'm going to let you type it in. You got to make sure that you get this, right? Oh, we got a mixed bag of tricks. John said low. Andy said high. It's a high probability. This is a bias down, high probability bear flag. Now, the good news about me is I don't just leave you hanging because you're thinking, well, why? Like, what the hell is it a high probability trade? Remember, we don't correlate energy stocks with the market. We correlate energy stocks with oil and the energy sector. I don't care what the market's doing. They're both biased down. This is a high probability. Makes sense, John? COP, biased down, high probability. High probability flag. EOG. Wow. We got, again, all these energy stocks are giving us these flags, man. Now, we can't trade every single flag, but we can pick and choose, right? Now, this one's bias up. I don't care about bias up. I don't care about that, right? Again, I want to know what institutions, I want to go with the weakest stocks in the weakest sector, right? And then correlate it with when oil is weak. We want to put all the odds in our favor. That's why we win. MPC. Well, guess what? That's a bear flag also. Shit, all these bear flags are in a damn oil sector. We said this last week. Now, again, I'm not going to be taking all of them. Oxy, that's another bear flag. Okay, hang on one second. And then we can ask your question. Oxy, bear flag. Let me just go through this list really quick. PSX, another, I don't understand. So again, here's going to be a big question also. Don't forget your question. The next question we're going to have is, well, shit, there's another one. Valero. See, I don't like Valero. Valero's more sideways. All right. So let me put these in my at the gates and then we can ask your question. Because the next one's going to be, well, we got all these flags, right? Which ones do we trade? Right? Shit. We got all these flags in the oil energy sector, right? Which one do we can't do them all? I'm going to tell you my exact rule. All right. So here's my rule really quickly. I will never, ever, ever put on more than 3 positions in that same sector, okay? Like energy. If I get in 3 and I get an entry signal on all of them, I'm only going to go with 3. That's it. I won't do more than 3. Because here's the deal. If you put on like 5 or 6 and one loses, they're all going to lose. 3 max. All right, Andy, what you got?
It's hard to find one that can you pull up PG for a second? I want on the intermediate confirmation. So we've got a intermediate confirmation right there. And then the next day, momentum's out. And obviously we've got a conservative entry.
Right.
But let's say that our blue line was down below our intermediate confirmation, but our momentum stayed out of range. It stayed up there. And then the next day, it ticked up, but momentum was still out of there. So the day before, we didn't have an intermediate confirmation. That's a void, right? Yeah, okay. Your entry on a conservative has to follow an intermediate confirmation. Bingo. Okay, great.
Great question. And you understand that because you know the rules and you're working it, because the answer was very simple. If this tilts down, this intermediate did not confirm. Well, if this line's going up, there's no more intermediate. So if it goes up, who cares? It didn't confirm nothing. It has to confirm immediately following an intermediate confirmation signal.
Well, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome. Again, and there's no room for negotiation in any of that stuff, which is perfect. You're not going to negotiate either. But yeah, that's a great question. So like today is the entry. But hypothetically, if this was angled down, and that happened. Remember, a lot of them we saw in our at the gates where it was let me show you one if I can find it. I probably already took it out of my list. Right here. Oh, this is perfect. Look at this. MGM. Intermediate. We're angled up right now. If it angles down throughout the day, you can get into it. But if it closes angled up, let's say it closed like this. That means this intermediate confirmation signal did not confirm. Now the orange line is out. So if the next day this goes down, it doesn't matter. You can't get in because There is no intermediate confirmation signal. Great question. A little
Crystal
nuance.
clear, man.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, good deal. All right, let's go see if there's any bias down flags and bias up flags. All right. Well, you guys know sometimes my scan, for some reason, doesn't work. So let's do this. Let's load the scan up and let's just verify, right? Bias down. Let me run it. Because this has got nothing popping up. I just want to verify that there's nothing popping up. The other day, it was whack. All right, good. Nothing's popping up. Let me go load my my bias up flag. Scan, run it. This runs through every single stock that exists that meets my criteria, right? The best
Hey,
of
Jeff.
them. Yeah.
For fun, I made a scan like that one is awesome because it picks up those intermediate confirmations and stuff, right? Or
Right.
setting up. And then the scan I just made day for yesterday, it scans ours for conservative entries. So the day before has to have an intermediate confirmation, and then the blue line has to tick up by 1 on that scan. And so it shows me all the ones out of our watch list that are conservative entries at that time you run it.
Oh, and it works?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Let me send it to you for
Yeah,
fun. You
yeah.
with it?
yeah, that's a trip. I'll name it. Yeah, that's a trip.
I got a bull one and a bear one. And so I'm just looking at it and PG, it's showing me only PG.
Oh,
Got it.
wow. That's
Intermediate
interesting.
confirmation, but it was a conservative entry. And so I'm staring at it right here on the scan.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, send that to me. That's pretty interesting because, yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah, sometimes that momentum line will trick you and you'll be out of the zone. Sometimes it's really close, but not.
It'll trick you lots of times. You have to sometimes you have to really zone in and look at the numbers because it's very deceiving.
Yeah, I'll send it to you, and then if you feel you want to share it with people, then you can. But I won't.
I love it.
Go through you.
I love
Okay,
it.
buddy.
All right,
Cool.
brother. All right, so that's our bias. Nothing's popping up right now. So because our intermediate posture is bias up, I would be looking at my bias up watch list. Now, my voice is not going to make it through all these stocks. Not going to make it through all of them. But what you'll do is you go through your bias up watch list. You don't go through your bias down. Okay. I mean, you can, but I'm only going to be looking at flags that pop up on these scans or in my non-correlated. Remember, our intermediate posture is up. Our long-term posture is up. This is the watch list that I'm going to be looking for. And again, if you trade squeeze trades, you can sort by this, right? That's the advantage. And that's going to give you all those that are in a squeeze, 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 squeeze. I mean, you got it right there. Right? Those are all squeeze trades. And they're, again, you want to make sure it's bias up. So you're going to eliminate, those. So like right here, I know Nordstrom is in a bias up squeeze. I know Marvell's in a bias up squeeze. Bank of America, gold. See, I know this just by using this. Watch, I'll go click on WDC. It's in a squeeze, right? And it's bias up. So if you trade squeeze trades, that's going to go in your at the gates. It's as simple as that. Now, I do have this column right here that says flags, but I don't really trust it that much. Like, for example, this one said early bear flag. Does that look like a fucking bear flag to you? It doesn't. No, fuck no. It's a bullish breakout. So there you go. Write that down. GE. It just happened to pop up. So, I mean, I don't really trust that. So I would still go through these. Sometimes like this has no flag, right? As a squeeze. So I'm just kind of telling you, I don't know why I still have it on here, but I do. Because sometimes it's good, right? Because I think the scan runs off of the column runs off of the lower low and the lower high. So technically it is a bear flag. It's just not clean, right? So anyway, like this. Coming off that lower low. So I have it up. It's fine. But I go through all my stocks, right? Squeeze, pass, AEP, again, flag. Next setup is a breakout, right? AEP, bias up, breakout. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm going to talk about. So there you go. You just go through your list. I was pulling back into a flag. Next setup is a breakout setup, right? You got to get good at recognizing your setups. You don't even have to worry about your bias. These stickers tell you. If not, you just got to do what we teach. Go to the month, go to the week on every stock. That is not a step that you can pass. If you pass that, you break the rules. Your results will be sporadic, and that's on you. You got to go to the month, the week, and the day on every single stock. Unless you got the stickers, then you can just look at it, right? You don't have to worry about it. Saves you time. Like I know Uber is a bias up black squeeze. I already know that. Bam. Same with this. RCL, bias up black squeeze. And guess what? The breakout, right? You had that elongated flag. I'm not saying it was clean, but my point is now you got a nice, beautiful breakout. Utilize the stickers to help you, man. The next one, TMUS, bias up. That's in a black squeeze, right? Guess what? It's also in a breakout. Why are these in a breakout? Because the market is, again, that is the higher probability setup. We already determined that. It's going to be hard to find a bunch of flags right now because the market is giving you a breakout setup. The setups that are easy to find is whenever the market's giving you that setup. Since the market's giving you a breakout setup, the majority of the setups you're going to find are breakouts. It's pretty common sense. WDC is in a squeeze, bias up, right? And guess what? Also giving you a breakout. That's all I'm going to go through. But you got to go through your watch list. I do want to look at NVIDIA though. But anyway, you go through your watch list, identify setups, post it in the group if you have any good setups, or post it right now if you guys got any good setups. And Andy, you sent me that scan, which is a beautiful bullish scan. Wow. I want to run that later. So that's the bearish one. The first one's the bullish one, and the second one's a bearish. Okay, yeah. And you're running that through the master watch list, right? Yeah, because I only want to run that through the All right, cool. Yeah, I'll run that bitch. Appreciate it. That's pretty cool. Damn, that's actually really cool. So let's go take a look at NVIDIA. So I'm going to be selling naked puts on NVIDIA. I love it. I love it because I'm willing to own it. One of the questions I got about naked puts is don't sell a naked put on a stock you're not willing to own. Like, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. This is why I really wish I could sell naked puts on crypto. If I could sell naked puts on crypto, oh my gosh, I would blow everybody away. But we can't, which sucks. But I can do it on NVIDIA. But here's the thing. Is it the time right now to put a naked put on NVIDIA? No, man. It's when I was putting naked puts on NVIDIA, right? When we're down here in this lower zone. That's when I put on naked put. I rolled it, cashed it out. Now we're up here. But when this makes its trip, we can do another naked put, right? Income generating strategies. Coinbase is the same way, right? Coinbase. Do you want to buy Coinbase at $167 a share? Or would you rather sell the naked put on Coinbase, weekly naked put, and collect about 195, 200 bucks in 7 days, collecting income? Right now, the stock is at $167 a share. If you sell the 155, you're obligated to buy Coinbase at 155. So my question to you is, if you don't mind owning Coinbase, would you rather own Coinbase at $167 a share or $155? It's a no-brainer. So this allows you to collect income weekly. And also, if you end up owning the stock, so what? You got it at a discount. Does that make sense? MU, right? Micron. Yeah, it's beautiful. This is how money managers do it. Money managers, this is how they do it. For example, don't you think that there's people who, now, this is a big boy stock. This is SPY. But don't you think there's people who own shares of SPY? Yes. So one of the things about SPY, this is the S&P 500. So you're diversifying. If you buy the SPY, you are diversifying over 500 stocks. But here's my question. If you buy, it's $562 a share. So $1,000, basically you have to have 12, what's that? $1,100-ish just to buy 2 shares. So if I go out here to the SPY and I go to 7 days, how much money, again, I like to do, 20 delta right here, $163 a week you can collect, and you're obligated to 551s. That's $11 lower than where it's at. So if you wanted to own SPY, would you rather own SPY at 551 or 562? Again, not covered calls. Naked puts are how the money managers do it. Okay, when you hear the money managers say that they trade options, they don't know shit about trading options. Their version of trading options is, well, I sell naked puts and I do cover calls. That's not trading options. That's using options as income generating and stock ownership strategies, not trading. Trading is what we do, right? Buying low, selling high, buying low, right? We're trying to catch the swings different. But money managers, they do naked puts. And then if they get put to stock, they write cover calls to collect income, right? That's the way they do it. And this is how you build a portfolio. That's all I got to say about that. That's Forrest Gump, right? So there we go. There's my list of bear flags. I don't have a single bull flag. Not one. Because the market is given a breakout setup. And that's just the way it goes, right? And I know which ones I'm willing to trade today. The high probability ones. The low probability, this year, I'm not taking low probability. I might take low probability next year, but I'm not taking low probability this year. I'm not going to ruin that 93% win ratio. Hell no. All right. Anybody have any other questions? Anything they want to add or look at? If not, we're done. I'm going to save my voice. I'm going to post these breakout setups and stuff in the group. Hey, have a great Friday, everybody. And one more thing, I'll just kind of scroll that there. Y'all guys know, if you have any questions, we have the Q&A group. If you have any stocks to look at, we have the Option Elite room. All right. I'll be back here on Monday. It seems like everything's good. The smoke, I think I was able to get all the smoke out. I don't smell the house being smoky anymore. I've been working every day on trying to get that smoke out because we had the house fire, right? Our dryer caught on fire in the middle of the night. The wrongfully indicted accused, that's all over now. So now we do nothing but move forward. We do nothing but move forward, right? If you guys need me, let me know. And